Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool subject for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into what we got for today. Our topic for today is selling. Are you a winner, a whiner, or a wiener? What do you say? You choose. The question was selling. Are you a winner, a whiner, or a wiener? You choose. And I'm going to tell you what, I've been all three. I ain't going to lie to you folks. I've been in sales in one form of capacity. Selling is my life. I love everything about it, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all. But sometimes you got to tell on yourself. You got to tell the truth. And a lot of times when you're out there trying to sell stuff, you might be one of them kind of winners. I do real good today. I'm the best. I know I like it. I'm real good. Then you might be out there one day and you're whining. I can't sell nothing. I don't know why. Something must be wrong with me. Been there, done that, and I wrote them bad checks. And then some days you are what they call a wiener. You done gave up. You done said to yourself, I can't do this no more. This ain't for me. And see, what happens is we get these type of mindsets, and it happens in our lives. Things that we think about really come true. So sometimes we have to be very careful, and I'm talking to you, Gary Lee Stanley, that you have got to do your best and don't be a whiner because you'll end up being a wiener. And if you want to be a winner, you got to stack it up, baby. You got to get out there and do the do. You got to go out there and knock on them doors. You got to pick up that phone. You got to talk to people. You got to do the extra work that makes a winner a winner. Now, see, in sales, you're going to have ebb and flow, good days, bad days, and some days you'll go crap. And then some days you'll be doing so good, you'll be like, dang, man, I ain't even really selling. It's just happening. But see, what happens is we plant these seeds. We plant these seeds of greatness. See, if you go out there and you knock on the door, you put up the flyers, you pick up the phone, you start calling customers, you start doing the things that make the activity happen. And see, what happens is in the world, the realm is, see, when you start planting them positive seeds, positive in, positive out, things start producing. That ain't every day. Some days I've been there where I've been a whiner. I'm like, golly, man, I've had a bad week. I don't know, is there something wrong with me? Does my breath stink? Did I do something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? What do I need to do to get to the next level? So I'm whining. And the people don't like whiners. They like to be around winners. And they definitely don't like to be around wieners. Now, I've been a wiener before. I've been one of them kind of people, that I thought I could sell a particular product. I thought I could do something in a particular job. And I'm telling on myself. I told you I'd tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling. I've been a wiener. And see, some of the times where I've been a wiener and I've quit or I gave up too quick before the miracle was because, see, I didn't have enough money. If you're fortunate, you might be able to live at home with your parents or you have a significant other and you will be able to live off of their money until you start actually selling something. And if you got a significant other in your corner that's making some money to help you get to the next level, it helps a lot. But see, if you're like a lot of salespeople, they don't have a significant other. So they have to deal with situations. And I've been single for a long time, and that's by choice. I got a great kid and I put him first, and I'm not whining about it. I'm winnering about it because he makes me an awesome person. And a lot of times if you have the capability to have somebody in your corner who's got some money coming in, you can try different type of jobs. You can try different types of sales jobs to find the niche that's going to work best for you. A winner will look for those avenues and those ideas and those things they can put in their brain to help them become successful. A whiner, they're going to be mediocre. And I've been there. I've complained about stuff in my whole life. But I don't go around telling people, a lot of people. But sometimes I got to tell on myself because sometimes I can be a whiner. And I don't want to be that guy, but it's the truth. Sometimes you have to be honest with where you're at. And see, if you're feeling sorry for yourself, you got to look at the big picture. Sometimes if we have what they call salesman's breath, that's because we're in fear, because we're afraid we're going to lose our job, or we're having a bad week, a bad day, a bad month. You got to look at yourself and look at the broad picture, the big picture. And you got to say to yourself, if I looked at the big picture, yeah, you're not going to sell every day. Sometimes you're not going to sell that week. But if you give up, you've become a wiener. You've become a person who's just not going to have the best, and we can be our own worst enemies. I'm telling you right now, I've been my own worst enemy, and I've had things in my brain to tell me, yeah, you can't do this particular job, but see, to thine own self be true. And I'm telling on myself, because my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I told you I'd tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling, because a lot of people don't. They'll tell you what you can do and how much money you can make, but they don't tell you the whole truth. And I tell you the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. That's what I do. I tell the truth. And our topic for today is selling. Are you a winner, a whiner, or a wiener? You choose. Okay, your choice. I wish I could say that every sales job that I've had was a fit for me. It's not true. Okay, I've had some jobs because I had to make money right away that I didn't make the money right away, so I had to escape and I had to go run to something where I thought I could make more money. And if I would have stuck and stay, but like a wiener, I gave up before the miracle. I didn't have the funds available, so that's my excuse. I'm just being honest with you, because we got excuses. We can we can have a real conversation here. We can tell ourselves, hey, the things that don't work in our lives. But see, there's one thing I haven't given up on: selling. I loves it all. I likes to sell. I like to have that camaraderie, that salesman's thing that you deal with. I love having that sales conversation. I love talking to people about products. I love talking to people about how to buy things, how to own things. I like to see people's eyes when they get something and it works out for them. And I'm going to tell you, to be a winner in selling, you got to have a positive attitude. Remember, positive in, positive out. And also, if you're a whiner, I've been there. Gary Lee's been a whiner. Why not me? Okay, why not me? Why can't I have, failures? There's a reason. See, listen, unless you've gone through things, you can't experience success. Because a lot of people that are very successful, they've had to go through a lot of crap. They've had to deal with a lot of objections. They've had to deal with a lot of things happen in their lives that weren't the things that they really wanted to go through. But to get to the next level, you got to go through a lot of crap sometimes. And you got to experience things. And that's a part of it. So being a whiner, it's a part of life. Everybody has a day when they're going to say, dang, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know, should I quit? Should I quit? Don't quit. Don't quit before the miracle. And remember, you don't want to be a wiener and look back years later and go, man, if I would have stayed in sales, I bet you I could have done real good. Whiners, everybody's a whiner sometimes. I don't care who you are. Everybody has to sometimes complain and get it out. But if it becomes a lifestyle and you're a whiner because you're hanging around with other whiners and all you do is whine about why you can't be successful, why you can't do this, why you're not successful, you get what you give, okay? You got those crabs, like I tell you many times, they'll put them in a pot. You put one in there, they'll get out. But if you put multiple in there, and they'll pull you down. So be careful. Don't be a whiner and don't hang around with people that are always complaining. Because see, what happens is birds of a feather flock together. And if you are a winner, you're going to learn this. You're going to learn this. Like, you're going to have great days. And you're going to do real good. But you're also going to have failures. Because, see, without failures, you can't be successful. You got to learn. I mean, a diamond's not shaped by just showing up. It has to go through a lot of pressure. It has to be molded. It has to be pressed and pressed under great stress, great heat. And then it comes out and it's beautiful. Wow. Do you know that a seed has to die before it can grow? It has to expand. A plant has to share its fruit. And what are you sharing today? Are you sharing, because people are watching us all the time. Your kids, your significant other, your friends, your family. You got to whine sometimes. You got to share. And I don't want to say whining. Sometimes you got to vent. Sometimes you got to talk about what's going on inside of you. Because we get up in our heads. And if we get up in our heads, we can be our own worst nightmare. We can be our worst enemy. And we can quit the field of selling. One of the things I've seen over my lifetime is I've seen a lot of great companies that were in business for a long time close. But see, here's the thing. They may have closed, but I didn't give up on selling. See, a winner doesn't quit. They look for the next opportunity to be successful. They look for the avenues. They look for the mentors. They look for the people who can help them become successful. Are you looking for somebody who can help you? You know, I'm not saying I'm the cat's meow or anything, but I got over 300 sales videos or more. And I'm going to tell you what, if you're looking for an idea or information on how to be a great salesperson or get to the next level, check out my videos. Give me some thumbs up and share this information with other people. Because, see, there's a lot of great salespeople out there and great managers and stuff that want you to be successful. But unless you look for those places, you never will. So you got to be different. If you want to be a winner, do the winner's thing. Do the things that winners do. Ask yourself, am I a winner? You got to be hungry now. If you go out there and start selling stuff, you got to be hungry. You got to want to make money. You got to want to be successful. You got to want to have that carrot and stick in front of you, that little carrot and stick, that goal that you want to achieve. Sometimes we need those things, that new house, that new car, that new jewelry, that new whatever. If you have those carrot and sticks things that make you want to be successful, you'll become successful. But you got to shoot for the stars. And if you land on the moon, you done pretty damn good. Okay. And remember, our topic for today is selling. Are you a winner, a whiner, or a wiener? You choose. And I'll tell you what, I don't like to be a wiener. Like I said, sometimes I've given up on situations before the miracle. And being a wiener means, hey, you know, maybe I could have done better, or should have done better, maybe coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's a wiener thinking. You know, thinking that, hey, you know, what if I coulda? Well, we ain't done yet. A lot of people that became very successful were older when they got successful. You got some that are young that do really, really good. But sometimes you got to be to the next level to be the best that you can be. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We just had a great conversation about selling. And also, our topic for today is selling. Are you a winner, a wiener, or a whiner, or and vice versa? Are you selling? Are you a winner, a whiner, or a wiener? Your choice. So go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a great conversation about how you can be successful in selling. Make the choice. Do you want to be a winner? Do you want to be a whiner? Or do you want to be a wiener? I want to be the best, baby. I don't want to be no whiner and I don't want to be no wiener. But I've been all three. So I've made a choice today to go ahead and get through to the next level. And you can too. So go out there and sell something. But don't forget to ask for the order. Because if you ain't selling. Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Do me a favor. Here's a little fist bump. Boom, boom. You can be a winner. Everybody's a whiner sometimes, but don't be a wiener. Don't quit before the miracle. Go out there and sell something. Have a great day. All right.